just arrived in Athens, and this is the view from our balcony. The Pan-Athenic Stadium, which is built entirely of marble, was built in 144 AD. After the rise of Christianity in the 4th century, it was largely abandoned. After being refurbished, it hosted the opening and closing ceremonies of the first modern Olympic Games in 1896. It was used for various purposes in the 20th century, and was once again used as an Olympic venue in 2004. It is the finishing point for the annual Athens Classic Marathon. It is also the last venue in Greece from where the Olympic flame handover ceremony to the host nation takes place. Amazing. All this is just down the road from where we're staying. The Acropolis is the most important ancient site in the Western world. Crowned by the Parthenon, it's visible from almost anywhere in Athens. The great marble masterpieces were constructed during the late 5th century BC, the Golden Age of Athens. Most were temples built to honour Athena, the city's patron goddess. The temples were adorned with magnificent, dramatic sculptures of the gods. And up we have to go. Just amazing views of the city. This theatre was built in 161 AD. It holds 5,000 people and is still in use today. The Parthenon, more than any other, epitomises the glory of ancient Greece. It is dedicated to Athena. She was represented inside by a giant gold and ivory sculpture. This statue, which stood almost 12 metres high, was taken to Constantinople in 426 AD, where it later disappeared. The Erection was completed around 406 BC. It was a sanctuary built on the most sacred part of the Acropolis, the spot where Poseidon struck the ground with his trident and where Athena produced the olive tree.
There's many hotels, tavernas.
The word Meteora means literally hovering in the air. What created this rare geological phenomenon is one of the mysteries of nature. But as amazing a marvel of nature as these giant rocks are, the buildings on top of these are a marvel of man and seem just as miraculous and make Meteora one of the most spectacular places to visit in Greece. The area of Meteora was originally settled by monks who lived in caves within the rocks during the 11th century. But during the Turkish occupation, they climbed higher and higher up the rock face until they were living on the inaccessible peaks, where they were able to build by bringing material and people up with ladders and baskets to build the first monasteries. This is how all the monasteries were reached until the 1920s. Founded in the 15th century, this Holy Trinity Monastery was used in the James Bond film For Your Eyes Only. You can say something dedicated to St. Stephen.
Okay, this is St. Stephen's Monastery, home to 30 nuns and 3 novitiates.
This is the only convent in Meteora and has an unimpeded view of the plain towards Kalambaka. This was the city's market area under Roman rule, and has occupied a much larger area than the current site borders. We had a lovely lunch in one of those lovely restaurants. This area was Athens' commercial, political and social hub. St. Paul preached here. It is also where Socrates expounded his philosophy. This is one of the best preserved Doric temples in Greece. It was built in 1449 BC by Iktonos, who was one of the architects of the Parthenon. It was dedicated to the god of the forge. Ancient Athens' outer walls run through Keramikos. It was once the edge of the classical city. Warriors and priestesses returned to Athens via two separate roads through here, one leading to a brothel and the other a temple. Statesmen and heroes were buried beneath showy tombs lining the roads. But Keramikos was also the scene of far shadier activities. It was the haunt of prostitutes, money lenders and wine sellers. Sorry mister, I can't wait for you. Keramikos, from the Greek word for pottery, was a settlement of potters and vase painters. The main production centred around the famous Attic vases. The marble bull on the tomb of Dionysus from the 4th century BC is the most recognisable monument here. This small but excellent museum contains remarkable grave markers and sculptures from the site. It also houses many important early geometric art pieces that date as far back as 860 BC. We are just enjoying like a post-dinner drink after a crazy dinner in a big tourist taverna. Bathers come year-round to take to the warm, therapeutic waters of Lake Ruliagmeni, a large thermal spring that maintains a steady temperature of 22 to 25 degrees centigrade. The source of the clear, half-fresh, half-salt waters is still unknown, but devotees say there is no doubt about their healing properties.